right. The good news is this is the last lesson in the chapter. I told you this was going to go quick. Okay. What do you think composite figures mean? What do you think that means? Anybody? Nobody has a guess? Wow. All right. Two or more shapes put together. Composite. All right, we'll start off easy. Sort of. All right. Anybody know what that is in the shape of by chance? Anybody play basketball? Basketball key, right? Both ends. You might call it a foul line, which would be just that. All right, but the whole thing is called a basketball key. Okay, so we want to find the shaded area. How do we go about doing that? Anybody have any suggestions? Emma? Well, think about what you just said. We're trying to find this. Okay, the area of what? Very good. We need to find the area of the rectangle. Very nice. So what would we do to find the rectangle? Anybody? Give me the numbers. 19 times 12. That is correct. So we take 19 times 12. That's going to give us 288 feet squared. Okay. What do we got to find next? The circle thing. Okay. What circle thing? Okay. So hang on here. Who said that? Okay, Michael. Okay. So just to hear him correctly, Michael, you want to find just this? You might want to pay attention. What's that? Okay. Yeah, whoever just said that. Listen, we already found this part, didn't we? With the rectangle. This is where you got to be careful. So what are you actually finding? You're only finding a half a circle. You already found the other half, right? Because it's already inside the rectangle. This is the visualization that you have to pay attention to, right? All right, so we have area is equal to 3.14 times what? Times what? I didn't hear you. I thought I heard 12. Yes? I heard yes. No, Michael's saying no. Talk to me. What's the formula for finding the area of a circle? Somebody look it up, please. Bucky. Okay, so it's radius squared. What's the radius? What's the radius along here? 6. It's not 12. 12 would be the diameter. Where do I get that information from? Opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. That's elementary school. Okay, so 3.14 times 6 squared. So that gives us 113 and 400ths. Is that the number we want? No. What do we got to do to that? Very good. That's the common mistake right there, because you're going to see the whole circle on the figure and you have to be careful of what you're trying to find. I can't tell you how many people are going to add the entire rectangle and add the entire circle. You've already found half of the circle. So that number comes out to 56 and 52 hundredths feet squared. What are we going to do to those two numbers? That is correct, sir. Very good. That's going to give us an answer of 284 and 52 hundredths feet squared. Remember, we're finding the area of something. Okay, so you need to have your labels here, feet squared. If you only have feet, that's a linear measurement, that's a straight line. That's not what we're finding here. That's not a straight line. Everybody good with that? Yes? Okay, next figure. All right, the first thing I would do is identify the two shapes that you are trying to, two or more. We're just doing two at the night. You can have more than two. What two shapes do we have? Whoa, we got a who and a what? There's no square there. You got a what? This is a participation thing, children. Well, we do have a pentagon. That is correct. But we don't have a formula for pentagon. That's a good, nice job, Pucky. We do have a pentagon, a five-sided figure. Now you got to sit there and go, okay, do I have a formula for it? And the answer is no. So, Cole, what do you got? Okay, you got a rectangle and a triangle. I guess we should have started there, that you got to be able to recognize what you're trying to find. And then you can go to your cheat sheet or whatever you need to go to and know how to work the formulas. That goes all the way back to lesson 1.5. This goes all the way back to the first lesson, or I'm sorry, the first chapter. Okay, and we're on chapter 6. And we did chapter 1 all the way back in August and September. Okay, told you can't forget what you've learned. All right, the rectangle here, pretty simple. That would be 9 times 7, right? That would be what, 63 meters squared. So that's easy. Okay, so here's the triangle. This is what follows us up. What's our area of a triangle? Base times height divided by 2. What's the most common mistake? Dividing by 2. That is correct. Okay, so what's the base of our triangle here? Be careful. You got to look at the markings. Michael? That is correct. 9. The green line is the base. The triangle's upside down. So we have 9 times, what's the height? 6 divided by 2. 9 times 6. 9 times 6. 54. 54 cut in half. 27 meters squared. Now we can add our 63 and 27, and this triangle is 90 meters squared. So far, so good. All right, next one. I'm going to attempt to draw this. Yeah, that's pretty good, Benson. All right. That's what the shape looks like. And on the outside, I know that's hard to read, sorry, but I did the best I could. That's 2 feet. That's the measurement for the outside, or the measurement on the outside. That's what they give us. Okay. What's your plan? Well, first of all, what shapes do you have? How many? Okay, you have 4 semicircles. Is that it? Is that all you got? What else you got? You got a what? Yeah, you got a square if you can't see that. Your square is in the middle. Okay, what's our area of our square? That's the easiest one. I heard 8 and I heard 4. That's all right. I heard 8 and I heard 4. Okay, wait, looky here. Let me make some markings. What's the distance from here to here? 2. What's the distance from here to here? 2. What's the distance from here to here? Okay, so what's 2 times 2? 4. So we're talking 4 feet squared. That's our area of our square. Okay, now this is where you might want to really pay attention, because I'm about to give you a little hint here, Chase. Not sure how you can look at the screen looking that way. Okay, so we got to find a semicircle. So what's that? What's that? Area is equal to pi r squared. Say that again. Divided by 2. Okay, so 3.14. What's the radius? What's the radius? Yeah, you know how many of you are going to put 2? A lot. Yeah. The radius. 3.14 times 1 squared equals 3.14 divided by 2. Okay, now let's think about this. This is the measurement for how many semicircles? 1. Are they all the same? Yes. So what are you going to do to 1.75? Multiply it by 4, because you have 4 of them that are the same. Be smart about your calculations. That comes out to be 6 and 2800ths. So now I got 6 and 2800ths and 4, and I'm going to add those together. So the area of that figure, which I don't even know what you call it, is 10 and 2800ths feet squared. Now, if you look up on the board, hopefully you're writing this stuff down, or you're going to look at it later or listen to the video or whatever the case may be. Look at all the math on there. Yeah, it is. You got to keep things straight. Okay. And my point to this is the next quiz, this is what you're going to be doing. But now, excuse me, when you think about next Tuesday in the chapter test, and now you throw in perimeter of objects and semicircles, you got to know what you're doing. It's not difficult, but you got to be very, excuse me, you got to be aware of what you're finding. All right, everybody good? All right, I'm going to let you try some on your own here. We'll start off easy. All right, there you go. Find the area of that figure. I'll give you a couple minutes. Again, don't forget about using your Desmos calculator. Best thing to do is break it up into different pieces and parts, different figures. It's a lot easier that way. We good? Okay, what do we got? Yell them out. Yell them out. What answers did you get? Michael, what'd you get? Okay. Anybody else? Ready? Anybody have anything different than 20 inches squared? Okay, if you look at the top rectangle, that would be 8 inches squared, yes? 4 times 2, right? If you look at the bottom one, 6 times 2, add those together, 20 inches squared. Pretty easy. Okay, next one. All right, I'll give you a couple minutes of that. You're definitely going to need your Desmos calculator for that calculation. All right, what do we got? What two shapes? What are our two shapes? Okay, we got a rectangle. And we do have a semicircle. That is correct. All right, what's our rectangle? Area of the rectangle, Michael. That is correct, sir. Very good. Opposite sides are the same. Opposite sides are the same. That is correct. All right, semicircle. Area is equal to pi r squared divided by 2, right? 3.14 times 2 squared. Very good. So we should get 12 and 58 hundredths. No, 56 divided by 2 is going to give us 6 and 28 hundredths. That is that. What are we going to do to those two numbers? Add them up. So our final answer is, what do you got? 14 and 28 hundredths yards squared. Don't forget the label. Listen, I just said it. When you're taking your when you're taking your test, you're going to be finding something that is perimeter, which is one-dimensional, which is just yards. And then all of a sudden, the next couple questions, they might ask you to find the area. That's going to be yards squared. That is a huge difference, children. That is a mistake. The labels matter. Okay? Everybody good? Any questions on finding the area of composite figures? All right, so for homework, now you got to pay attention to this. In the book, you're going to do 3 through 9. Pay attention here. Just the odds, obviously. And then you're going to do 13 and 16. Okay. Yes, you're doing an even one there. I know, but we need to do that. Okay. 3 through 9. Odds, 16, 13, and 16. You have an ed puzzle. Okay. Then you have practice, since you only have like 4 problems up there. Okay. You have practice 6-4B. You need to do all of them. You need to use your Desmos calculator. If you need to use the cheat sheet for the formulas, you need to do that. Okay. You will be able to use that stuff during the quizzes and the test. Absolutely. Yeah. If you're using it now, you're going to be able to use it on the quizzes and tests.